two basic assumptions in medical anthropology, two basic and related assumptions in medical anthropology. One is that all medical systems are complete and effective for people who share the worldview of the practitioners. In other words, all medical systems, not just the ones that you're familiar with, not just the ones that you think make sense to you, not just the ones that follow the scientific method. All medical systems are complete and effective for people who have the same worldview as the practitioners of that system, right? So there's not one way of doing medicine that's right and others that maybe, if we can explain it through science, are correct. All medical systems are complete and effective. And the second basic assumption, the related basic assumption, is that all medical systems are incomplete and ineffective when trying to treat someone with a radically different understanding of what it means to be human in the world. So this is the part that sometimes sticks out to people who are not used to thinking about Western clinical medicine as one in a whole series of medical practices or medical systems. We're accustomed, or we're constantly taught, this is where hegemony kicks in, we're accustomed to think that Western clinical medicine is true, and maybe we can tweak it a little bit to make sense for you if your culture is somewhat different. And in fact, what we're saying is that every single medical system, including Western clinical medicine, is incomplete and ineffective when trying to treat people with a radically different understanding of what it means to be human in the world. And does that mean that the aspirin that you worked out in a lab under objective scientific methodology will not work the same on a Western patient as it will on a non-Western health seeker? The answer is yes, it won't work the same. The things that we are accustomed to think of as absolute truth, let me qualify, the things that Western clinical medicine encourages us to see as absolute truth. In medical anthropology, we try to recognize that there are specific truth, they are very true for adherents of that worldview, but they may not be completely true to other practitioners. And this is kind of a weird thought, and it might feel a little jarring, but it's a really important point to make. And so in the same way that homeopathic medicine or let's say acupuncture might be incomplete and ineffective for a Western practitioner who doesn't share the worldview of people who do acupuncture, or maybe it could be even something more exotic than that, in the same way that that medical system would be incomplete. It's not that it wouldn't work at all, but it would be incomplete for a Western health seeker. Western clinical medicine would be incomplete for a non-Western health seeker.